All right, everybody, welcome back to the Stories and Songs podcast. I'm your host, Tim Ash, and today we have the one and only Seth Alexander in the studio. What's up, Seth?
Not much.
How you doing, man?
Doing great.
Yeah?
Great.
Living in Nashville.
Yeah.
All right,
15
nice.
minutes from downtown is kind of nice. You can go anywhere you need.
Yeah, if you can duck out all that traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, man. So tell me a little bit about you. What do you got going on? What's your vibe?
So just doing a lot of putting music out. Every 3 months we're releasing a single. Got a music video for all of the singles that I'm releasing. Looking forward to my future projects, and all the success that I've been having has been amazing, and I hope to keep growing for sure.
Cool. So what style of music are you?
So it's country lyrics with like a southern rock country instrumental.
Okay, cool. So kind of in the vein of like Jason Aldean, Eric Church.
Exactly.
That kind of stuff. Tim Ash, that kind of stuff. Cool. You probably never heard my music either. So, well, cool, man. Yeah. So I'm going to give you a couple just spitfire questions to get going, to get you kind of woke up, kind of get your blood moving, and then we'll move on, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, cool. Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
That was quick. You're the first one to say tea first. In 60-some interviews, you're the first tea. That's good, because I'm a tea guy. I don't ask myself these questions. Here's one. Glass half full or glass half empty kind of guy?
Full.
Half full?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Who is your favorite singer of all time?
Ooh, that would definitely be Keith Whitley.
Keith Whitley. Old school country, man.
Miami. Gotta love it.
Nice, man. Yeah. And what was the song that When You Say Nothing at All?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't close your eyes.
Yeah. Gosh, man. Keith Whitley was awesome. How about your favorite performer of all times? If you could pick one, like for live shows and stuff like that.
So I love people who are energetic. That would definitely be Garth Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. I got to interview his daughter, Allie Colleen, a couple weeks ago at CRS. She's awesome.
Oh, love her. Love her
She's
voice.
so genuine, man. Like now that we become friends, like we talk on Facebook and pop in on each other's stuff all the time. It's really cool.
Nice.
She's really cool. So, all right, Seth. Well, I just have a few questions for you, man. I'm not going to keep you real long, but the people need to know. So here we go. So what brought you to Nashville? Tell me your story a little bit.
All right. So when I was 6 years old, my grandfather gave me my first guitar. 2 weeks later, he sadly passed away due to cancer. But before he passed, he said, "Okay, son, you know what to do with it." So that's always been a part of me and who I am. Just a little yard sale guitar, but I grew up playing it, played it a little rough once, and broke the neck.
Oh, man.
And anyways, and then Mama got me my first electric guitar when I was 13. So I tried to take my acoustic guitar that my grandfather gave me back to like Guitar Center to see if I can get it fixed. And the guy there said, "No, it's not worth fixing up. It's just an old, piece of junk yard sale guitar."
Sure.
And I said, "Well, to me, it means so much more, that emotional value."
Oh, yeah.
So then I came down here to Nashville and eventually got it fixed. Started writing songs when I was 12. When I was 16, I became a private pilot. Thought I was going to be a FedEx pilot, but then, you got to get shut down by the government when you're type 1 diabetic.
Yeah.
So I can still fly for fun,
sure,
but not for hire. Moved here when I was 27. It's been a journey ever since.
So you still flying? Still doing that?
Not as much as I used to. I want to get back into it more for sure.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. So what drew you to music? I mean, I know Papaw's guitar, but what drew you to go, this is something I want to do for a living? Man. Was there like a light bulb moment that happened, or was it just kind of gradually it happened?
No, for sure, man. It definitely had something to do with the feeling. When someone sings words to you and you feel like you can relate to it, we all go through the same things, but just in different ways. So when I go to a concert and I see, I'm standing up in the front row and I see that artist up there, looking in people's eyes or, entertaining them in some form or fashion. And then I look back and I see the people smiling and just in awe. That's one of the things that attracts me to country music,
sure.
knowing that we can help someone.
Sure.
we can help a single mom get through the next day. We can help, someone who's wanting to do suicide. We can help like a bunch of different things, you know. So,
Sure. Music is the universal healer.
yeah.
And the universal language. So that's good, man. That's a good thing. That was my draw. I mean, I won't go deep into my thing because my listeners have heard it before, but I grew up hearing music. My dad was musical. My two brothers, my dad had four brothers, and they were all musical, and their sons were all musical. So it was just ingrained into my family. But then, like, only myself and a few of my cousins and one of my brothers, have actually gone out into the world and really pursued it. Some of them have stayed home and they still do their thing. No discredit to them because they're better than me. But I kind of took the chances and came out into the world, came to Nashville and tried to do it for a long time.
You'll never know till you know, man.
That's right. And if you don't try, man, you know what? Everything you ever wanted, I heard somebody say this, and I probably read it on a poster, that everything you ever wanted is just on the other side of your fear. And that's the truth, man. I have that hanging in my studio at home. It's a big lion face. It's a huge lion, and it says everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear.
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing. You can't be afraid of failure.
That's right.
You know, it's only failure if you stay down. It's not failure when you get back up. What that is a learning process.
That's right.
And I love to be critiqued as well. Like if I'm doing something wrong, I want to know. So I agree with everything that you're saying.
Cool. How many songs have you written to date?
Oh, wow.
And I'm not counting like on the back porch where did you come from, did you say?
Idaho.
Yeah. Not out there in the potato fields. I'm saying like serious songs that you've written and then showed to people.
Ooh. I'm actually a writer that doesn't write a lot. As far as like, I don't write song after song after song. I'm one of the writers who would write like, 30 to 50 songs a year, but they're always being thought about. And so I try to make them the best I can. I try to focus on one instead of 100.
Sure. So you're a quality over quantity person.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good, man. I think in this day and age, unless you're going to try to get like a publishing deal, that's your best way to go. Because everything you have, you want it to sound good and you want to put out stuff that people aren't going to go, I'm guilty of that. I put out some stuff I'm not real proud of, but I put out some stuff that's really freaking good. Yeah. So a little bit of both,
Agree.
That's cool. So if you had a collaboration, I think you already answered this, but who would it be with? Your dream collaboration, alive or dead?
Alive or dead? Well, I would like to answer both.
Sure.
Definitely Keith Whitley for who's in the past. And then today, there's a lot of great people, but I really feel like Luke Combs would be a great guy.
Nice. He is a great guy. Yeah, he's a great hang, man. And he's a great singer. Golly, that kid can sing.
But, when he first came to town and his producer, I forget his name. Friends with him on Facebook. I can't remember. But just the level of confidence he has. But it's cool because the confidence that he has, he can actually back up.
Oh, yeah.
There's a difference between someone singing on the radio and someone singing on the radio with talent.
That's true. My dad used to always say that there's only a few words between cocky and confident. He said, cocky says he's going home with the prom queen while confident is walking her out the door.
Love it. I love it.
My dad was cool, man. He's still cool.
Yeah. I always tell people, I'm like, I'm not being cocky, but confident. I will make it.
Well, and I think the thing is, man, the truth is a dream without we have all these quotes, but a dream without a plan is really just an idea.
Yeah.
So you have to have a plan, and you're doing some things the right way. I don't know who your management team is or anything, but by having a publicist recognizing the need for what, Music City Media does and different people like them do is a good thing, because that's seeing that you know you can't do it all yourself. It's humbling yourself enough to go, I got to spend a little money to make things happen, to get out there and get it done.
Exactly. See, you're actually looking at Seth Alexander's manager. I do a lot of it. But I've also come to realize that I'm a small business, and for others to want to work with me, I have to be doing things the right way. So I try to think of what I should be doing, and then I like to bounce ideas off of people.
Sure.
Ultimately, I make the decision myself, but when that day comes, I would definitely like to have a manager and proceed from there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Um, what is one of the best pieces of advice that you've gotten so far since you've been in Nashville?
I've got a lot of pieces of advice. But I think the best one comes from Richard Donahue. Um, it is, along the way, we might make, progress here and there, and it might just be little steps.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, after those little progresses that you've made, it could turn into something bigger. Little steps lead up to bigger steps.
Sure.
So even though you don't think you're growing that much, just keep on it, because one day it's all going to make sense. You're like, I got it. All right, here we go.
That's right. You build a house one block at a time,
Mhm.
right? The foundation first. So
Sturdy foundation.
yeah, that's good, man. Very good. I like you, Seth.
Thank you.
So what do you got going on this summer? I mean, are you playing any shows, doing any of that kind of stuff?
For sure. Yeah. We got some festivals that we're going to be playing down in Florida, Ohio. Looking at playing a place in New Mexico, casino down there.
Okay.
I just got done playing Kentucky Downs Casino.
Yeah.
So love that place.
Yeah, cool.
And then, of course, always putting out music videos, doing whatever I can for sure. I used to do a lot of writers rounds, but I don't do that too much anymore.
Yeah.
I should, but
Yeah, you should. If you have a chance to play, you should play anytime and every time.
yeah. No, I definitely agree with that.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? I was just sitting here doing some editing on some of these podcasts I've done over the last few weeks. And I wanted to pop in and say thank you so much for being a part of this with me. It's so exciting, this journey I'm on and where it's all headed, all the new people I'm getting to meet, and all the old friends I'm getting to interview. If you would, down in the description, it has a like and subscribe option and a follow button and a bell. If you guys would hit that notification bell, like and subscribe, and have all your friends do it, all your family and everybody that you know that can come in and do that, that really helps me out with the algorithms, and it will really help my channel to grow the way that it needs to. Again, I thank you so much, and I appreciate all of you very much. I'll see you in the next one. When do you feel like you will have made it in the music business?
That's crazy. I've definitely heard artists say, "I'll know I've made it when I got a record deal, when I play the Opry, when I have a tour bus, this and that." But honestly, I'll know I've made it when I can play a show, and the whole entire place is quiet, and the only thing I hear is like the music in the background and people looking at me like, "Wow, I want to be like him," or "Wow, he inspires me," or I just want to have a good impact on someone. So
That's good.
Yeah.
But you want to be famous.
Yes. I want to get to as many people as I possibly can. Money means nothing to me. It really don't. At the end of the day, I just want to reach people.
That's good. So you have a message.
Yeah.
So would you say there's a message in your music?
Yes. Yeah, for sure. So like my first song, Millionaire, it's out on YouTube. Y'all can go check it out. The message behind it was I was in my grandma's kitchen singing "I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry" as a young kid. And I said, "Grandma, if I just had $1 million, I could tour the world and sing to people and watch them relate." And she's like, "Seth, you are a millionaire." I said, "No, I'm not." She's like, "You are. You have a family that loves you, wants you, and needs you."
Mm-hmm.
And that's my definition of millionaire. It's not society's definition of millionaire, of houses and planes and which all that stuff's in the music video. Got some really nice stuff in the music video. And then my next song was Neon Bar. That's just about being around, all your friends, your family at a local place. Everybody knows everybody. And then my latest single, "Till Your Boots Is Dirty," is about a little farm, little hometown.
So when you shoot videos, do you hire a company out to do that, or do you guys shoot them yourself?
No, I have some friends. A couple of my friends shot the first one. I haven't had a consistent videographer. The one we're doing for Love on the Rocks, April 26th, 27th, is a guy by the name of Gabe.
Okay.
Cat knows. And I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool now. You can get just a local dude with a nice camera to shoot. I mean, I could shoot massive music videos with my setup here because everything's 4K and it's not, it's not like the what are those those red cameras. It's nothing like the red cams, but we're not shooting the next Avengers movie. So
Exactly.
but yeah, it's pretty cool where everything's come in the industry. You know, you really, like we said earlier, you don't really need a record deal. No offense, record labels, but we don't really need you anymore. You know,
Yeah.
it's radio is really important still just to get the word out there, but it's going away as well,
I
man.
legitimately feel like record label deals are distributing.
Yeah, they're mostly just
Yeah.
for distribution.
But see, like, like I was telling you before, I used to think I really wanted a record deal and I would do anything to get it. But now that I've been down here and learning what I've learned and talking to people and stuff, it's like if the right one comes along, I'll definitely take it. Um, and ultimately, like, if we've been talking before I get quote unquote famous,
Mm-hmm.
and you believe in me and you ask me, hey Seth, would you like to be signed by us? I might say yes if the deal's good. But like if you have nothing to do with me or don't like me or don't want me, but then all of a sudden you see one of my songs have been very successful and then you want to work with me, I don't care if the deal's good. I'm still going to say
Yeah.
no.
You're like, no thanks, bro.
And
Move
I
on.
have a lot of record label friends out there.
Mm-hmm.
Love them tremendously. So I don't mean, any harm by saying any of that, but it's just how I feel.
Sure. Sure. No, I didn't expect you to mean any harm. I just think, at some point we just have to be honest with ourselves and be like, what do I really want? And what do I, you know, I, I'm a lot older than you, and I've been through a whole lot more than a lot of guys your age and younger. And I think I've just learned over the years, man, there's things that there are fights that I'm willing to take to get to where I want to go, and there are fights that I'm willing just to go, no, you can have it, because at the end of the day, success is just built on what we have pictured in our head as us as successful. I mean, man, I played in front of 70,000 people before. I played at CMA Fest. I've played big festivals, big shows, and then to 20 people. But in all of those things, um, the validation of what is it that you really want and who do you want to be doesn't exist in that at all. You still, when you come off the stage or when you get up in the morning, you still put your pants on one leg at a time. We're all just human beings.
Exactly.
And I think that being happy with and satisfied with the fact of here's where you're at and you're climbing, obviously, you're climbing those stairs, and it does take every step to get to where you want to go.
Yeah.
But you got your head screwed on tight, it sounds like, and it seems like you got some good plans going. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. And I also have like great inspirations. One of the most successful country artists is also extremely humble, and we were talking about his daughter. And that's Garth Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he's just a common man,
Mm-hmm.
and he feels lucky just to get up on stage. If it wasn't for the people, there would be no him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look into this camera right here and tell the people where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, definitely. So once again, my name is Seth Alexander. You can find me on my website, SethAlexanderOfficial.com. There you will find everything else that you need to know, like my music videos, my songs you can listen to on Spotify. Download and stream, please. It has all my social medias. So, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome, Seth. Well, man, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today and giving me part of your day. It's really important to me whenever I like, this is my platform now, and to be able to have new, young, fresh artists come in and whenever I first started doing this, a few people were like, "Oh man, I bet you have a whole bunch of knowledge to give to these guys and just full of this stuff." And I'm like, dude, I'm actually learning as much as I know, because I'm learning to listen instead of talk so much.
Yeah, we're always
So,
learning,
yeah.
If I could say one last thing,
Sure.
it would definitely be this. Please give me a chance. Never judge a book by its cover. When you come out to my show, you're not just another ticket sell. We all work hard for our money, and yes, we appreciate you coming out to the shows and stuff, but you're not just a ticket. You're definitely family. So please give me a chance.
Give it a try, everybody. Seth Alexander. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out in the Stories and Songs podcast. I've been hanging out with my friend Seth Alexander today. Seth, tell them all thank you so much.
Thank you so much. What a blessing and an honor. Appreciate this.
Yeah, brother. Absolutely, man. And everybody, thank you for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next one.